All right, welcome back to another daily dose of Mike Mynar. We had to change spots out here at beautiful Anderson River Park. A lot of people are starting to show up over there, starting to talk. But we were covering the 10 steps to selling. We just finished off with step 4. So to review one more time, step 1 is entry. Purpose of entry is to get in the vault. Time investment is as long as it takes. Step 2 is warm up. The purpose of warm up is to make a friend, right? Because if you make a friend, you make a sale. Time investment 30 to 45 minutes. Step 3, inspection/need. Build up the fear of loss is the purpose. Time investment 30 to 45. You get good at it and you'll spend an hour, right? Step 4 was company. Purpose of company was to build confidence and trust in your company that you're going to do good quality work. And the time investment of that was 15 to 20. And as you tell more stories, you may even go a little longer. That's fine, but you want them to see how much you love what you're doing. Ooh, excuse me. I think that McDonald's Dr. Pepper is getting to me, right? So now we're going to cover step 5. The beautiful part is step 3 is in a little presentation third-party book. Step 4 and 5 is in another little portfolio book that you'll want to put together. Step 5 after company is product. This is where you're able to talk about the product that you're offering. Now you remember how you built up the fear of loss. Now you get to be the superhero and you get to show them how they don't have to worry about losing anything anymore because you have this great product that's going to answer all those problems for them. It's going to answer all that for them. It's going to show them, especially when you're talking about solar, because now it's going to be able to reduce their energy costs 20 to 40 some odd %, send them back in time 15 years ago pricing, save them a ton of money. It's going to really make a difference for them. But now you're going to be able to offer up that product. Now, when you're presenting a product in your book, you're basically telling a story again. You're able to tell a story about who's the manufacturer of the product, American made, which is huge. You're making a big deal about being American made. The quality of the product, how long that company may have been in business, the features and the advantages and benefits of that product. So that's where you're able to point those things out. Now you want to go a step above and beyond, which I have it for you guys as well. But when you're selling your product, you also want to have what we call a kill kit. A kill kit is where you basically are able to take another product, similar product or another brand, and you're able to show how it's not as good quality. Now when I sold roofing, man, I used to have pieces and pieces. I had a big old bag, and I'd fill up their kitchen table with all these parts and pieces. And I would show them that we use this piece. It costs more money. This is building value in the product, right? It costs more money, but it's worth it because here's why. And then I would show them an inferior product, how you can cut corners and save money by using this cheaper grade of flashing or nails or shingles or underlayment or whatever it was for that. And you do the same thing with solar, with the foreign-made stuff, right? But you can show them. So I'd have that kill kit, and then I would show them pictures of things that would happen with inferior products, issues that could occur. And then I'd simply ask them, do you see the value? Do you see how this is worth $200 more? And they'd be like, yes. So you're building value in that product. You're showing them that. So using that kill kit to really show them the difference. That's the difference between selling a product and really being able to sell a product. Guys that take the time and show that product and show an inferior product to each other and put them side by side, you're doing the shopping for them. Do you really think they're going to want to go out shopping now and look at other products? You just did it for them at their kitchen table. That's the awesome part about it. Now they're not going to want to go spend the time to go look at other products because they already see it and they see why yours is much better. So you'll be able to tell that story in there. You'll be able to ask those mini commitments, those mini questions. Do you see the value in this? Does that make sense to you? Isn't this something you would want? Right? So you're really building that product up to them. You're presenting it and you're laying it out to them. You're guiding them through that steps. And you're going to build that value, man. This is why pricing to me is not an issue. This is why I could sell products, expensive products. I sold nothing but high-end products most of my career. Expensive products because people believe in value. People want to know that this product has a value, and they will pay more money for a product that has value, that's going to solve their problems. So you're telling that product story, you're laying it out to them. Time investment on product, 15 to 20 minutes. It's just like company. Usually 20. I would say more like 20. You want to really tell the story, get them entangled into it, answer questions, and then I always get to the end and I say, is there any questions you have about this product? Is there anything that I didn't cover? And if they had questions, then they would start to ask me and I'd be able to answer those questions. And then I simply get to the commitment statement. Isn't this the only product you want to put on your home? Now I would use the product. Isn't this the only solar system? And I use the word system. People love the word system, right? Isn't this the only solar system you want on your home? And they'll be like, yes. This is the desires part. Remember? Sales pyramid? So you built up the need. You got them interested in you earlier. You got them interested in your company. Now they know they need it. And now you got the desire because you're giving them the product. You get to be the superhero with the product that makes the most sense to them. And then they're going to desire that product. And boy, what happens when somebody desires that product? Do they go buy a different product? They go buy a different brand? They go buy that product, that specific brand. There's certain things that I buy because that's the brand I want. My wife, paper towels. She has to have these specific type of paper towels. And I'm like, they're a little bit more expensive, but they're cool because you can split them into like smaller pieces, which is awesome because if you make a sandwich or something, it's perfect for a piece of bread instead of one giant piece, right? It's a specific product that she buys and we only get at Costco. Costco, I want advertising if this gets out that I said your name 3 times. Costco, no. Right? So there's just an example right there. But that desire is built up inside, that quality of that product. She's going to use that product, right? So that's our responsibility. So you have that presentation book, you have that kill kit, you're able to go over that product with that customer. You ask that commitment statement, isn't this the only product or isn't this the solar system you would want on your home? Maybe you're scared of saying, isn't this the only? If you did really good and you built it up, say it, man. That's what I said. Isn't this the only solar system you want on your home? Isn't the solar world, Fronius, American made, isn't that the only thing you want on your home? So it's your responsibility, guys. You got to spend 20 minutes in that. There's pages for you. If you don't have enough, add some more. You want to create a kill kit, go buy a cheap panel. 20 bucks, 30 bucks, go buy a miniature, cheap, foreign-made crap panel, right? And carry it around and show them. You don't have to have that. You can usually just show them through the pages and pictures. Defective panels. I got articles, man. I got articles about foreign-made products. Defective rates as high as 28%. You imagine 100,000 panels being made. They got a defective rate up to possibility of 28% defectiveness. So that means out of 100,000, 28,000 of them could be defective. I'm putting 15 or I'm putting 24 on your house. Do you want to take the odds that of the 15 or 24 might fall into that category of the 28,000? And then good luck shipping and returning it because you ever bought something from overseas? You got to pay and ship it back to them so they can verify that it is defaulty. So it's those stories that you're able to tell in there and those questions you're able to ask and getting those many commitments in that product, spending that time, being able to explain, why is your product different? What makes your product different from the other companies? Why would I want to choose your product? That's your job to show that to them. Just show them why you'd want to choose that product. It's very important that you spend that time as well. Get that commitment statement. Get them involved in it. And you'll be able to cover the reason that they would want your product, not someone else's. I know it's short. This one's a lot shorter in a sense. With the presentation book, I'll be able to sit down with you two later and go through it, and you can hear the story. You've been hearing Jonathan talk the story, but just telling the story. If you've done any type of product presentation, it's just, that's why I said I could take your iced tea right there and read a couple things on it and present a product. I could present that product. I'd find a couple pages on it, tell the story of where that company came from, how they were created. They were American made. They don't use this chemical or they don't put this chemical in. They used 25% recycled plastic bottles. They're shipped on energy efficient system, whatever. There may be some goods to that, the color, the taste, the textures, benefits of that. That's what you're able to lay out to a customer. You have to do that. If you don't do that, why are they going to choose your product? A lot of salesmen go, this is the best product in the world. And that's it. They don't really take the time to show them why. And I'm telling you, showing them bad products, and because there are. There's basically come on, if you think about it, look at the stores, right? Not to put down stores, but if you look at the level of pricing, you got your Walmart, you got Kmart, and you got Target. You ever notice that Target is more expensive than Walmart and Kmart's more expensive than Walmart, and a lot of times Kmart's more expensive than Target? But you look at the quality of the product that they tend to carry, right? It's a little bit more expensive because it's a little bit better quality. They make their store a little bit better. Look at grocery stores, right? Safeway is a real nice, fancy, clean, beautiful place to walk into, right? You walk into, say, like a, what's the one we have in town? The cheap one. Winco. Huge, massive, crap everywhere, cheap stuff. Everything's green labeled, clearance, you know, whatever, right? This is how it exists. Clothes, shoes. You can buy, I go through dress shoes, so I bought a pair of expensive ones, and I burned through them because of my stance for my hips. So no matter what, so I just said, all right, I'll just buy the cheap ones for 25 bucks. Take them over, pay less. They look the same. They wear out a little bit faster, not as good quality, but I burned through them so much, oh well, it's a tax write-off anyway, because it's a tool, right? So everything has a different quality level. You just got to show them why your quality level is at the level it needs to be at and the value that it has, and ask those commitment statements on it. So that pretty much covers the 5th part of the 10 steps to sales, which is products. And once again, that was another episode of Daily Dose of Mike Mynar. Stay tuned. We'll see you real soon.